The Magna Cygnus says hello. The Magna Cygnus says the myth cannot be heard. Lady Minami says hello. Mythoskuwu says bear with me, looking into the mic. Lady Minami says no problemo.
Testing. Alright, I think we're back. Let me know if you can hear me.
The Magna Cygnus says EY. The Magna Cygnus says myth can be the herd. Lady Minami says there's the Corvid voice.
That was weird as hell, but we're good now. Had to completely restart my sound mixer, but that's fine. That's good. We're good. Alright. Before we get started, I gave us every TM after stream last night, and I also gave the Pokemon that we haven't actually used before random EVs, so they should have actual stats. So we're just going to take a look at everyone real quick, then we can go through the TMs list. We got Zumba, Tyranno, Titania, Admiral Big Pants with 300.
The Magna Cygnus says Zumba rocking that special attack damn.
Arashi, and Martian. Yeah, Zumba is here to fucking sweep with special.
Domination says howdy ho.
Hello,
Lady
Donna.
Minami says Admiral Big Pants is so the sea.
Alright. We also have every TM. The TMs have been randomized, so I don't think Flamethrower is a TM we can get. But we can just go through and see if there's anything
Domination
else.
says it doesn't know how to say thick.
It does not know how to say thick. Stone Age, Ingrained.
Domination says the sea.
The sea. Sea Wind, Lunge, Twin Needle.
Domination says huh.
Ice Hammer could be useful. Oh good, Celebrate. We could give Titania Psychic. But I don't know if that would really play well with her stats. Let's see, is there anything in here that looks good? We just have this as a TM. Sure, fuck it.
The Magna says Size Hawk and Secret Sword are nice options. Domination says I'm sad I missed the part about suggesting who to put on the team, dash.
I'm sorry, Dama.
Lady Minami says you were lost in the Monhun sauce and that's valid.
The Crabhammer's just straight up a TM. That's perfect. I'm glad. Uh-oh.
Domination says I think it was during the final fight of the first part yet. The Magna says Precipice Blades.
We could give that to Zumba, though it is physical, not special. Alright, that's it for the TMs. Was there anything you guys that stood out to you guys that would be worth
Domination
swapping out?
says also that 85 accuracy hurts.
If not, then I think we're good to challenge the Elite Four.
The Magna says Oblivion Wing. The Magna says can Zumba learn that?
No, but Tyranno can.
The Magna says darn. The Magna says no self-healing Zumba.
Sorry, Zumba. You can't feed on your enemies, you can only strike them in the throat. I think we're good.
Lady Minami
then.
says Dragon Claw would be good physical stab for Tyranno, surprised face. The Magna says Dragon Claw for Tyranno might give it another stab move.
Alright, let's see what we want to swap out. Hey, we could drop Drain Punch. That'd be an extra 5 base damage plus stab.
Lady Minami says I question acrobatics BC I was in bed when that happened. The Magna says sad to say but dropping Crab Hammer might be the move, as funny as the Crab Bonk Dino is.
Hey, it is 100 base power though. Minami, we got acrobatics because he's not holding an item, so that's basically a base 110 power move, if I have that math right.
Lady Minami says the Z crystals don't count as holding an item.
Tyranno's not holding a Z crystal.
The Magna Cygnus says they do, so Tyranno doesn't have one now. Lady Minami says AHH fair.
Alright. Does losing 20 base power but gaining stab... Does that math work? I think it does?
The Magna Cygnus says and perfect accuracy.
A crab hammer can crit. God, this is tough. Yeah, let's go for it. Someone has texted me. Alright, with that, I think we are good to go. Just go ahead and save this real quick. Finally, time.
The Magna Cygnus says our elite squad of bad guy bonking buddies.
You can definitely have a shirt on up here, I feel. Yeah, that.
Lady Minami says I love how the game gives you the aren't you cold option.
Hey, Lance mentioned. Woo! I wish he mentioned red, honestly.
The Magna Cygnus says Kukui never got clowned on by Red, so I presume that's why he didn't mention the guy. Lady Minami says the vibe I got was this was for the HG/SS era Elite Four, so Red is being contemplative, TM, on Mount Silver.
Oh, that checks out.
The Magna Cygnus says also possible yet.
Alright, what are the odds that these type matchings aren't changed? Cause I don't know.
The Magna Cygnus says the odds these types match the doors is very slim, lol.
Well, in that case, I don't think it really matters which door we go through first, does it? So, let's just go in order. You.
Domination says kiss kiss kiss. The Magna Cygnus says I love the arenas for this Elite Four. The Magna Cygnus says they're so rad. Lady Minami says the arenas are so damn cool.
What you got, my man? Oh, okay. That's a start. Oh, what's your typing? I'm not familiar with Cosmon.
The Magna Cygnus says it's psychic.
Oh, well, in that case.
Lady Minami says I think pure psychic.
Zumba, have fun. I'm surprised with a nearly 10 level difference in Zumba's cracked special attack that it survived. Okay, alright. So what, are you just a legendary trainer? Is that what your deal is?
The Magna Cygnus says throat chop is physical LOL.
Oh fuck, that's right. Zumba, no!
The Magna Cygnus says Zumba's only special attack is blue fire.
Oh, Zumba, my precious boy. We had to contain your raw power.
Lady Minami says good lord he does have all the psychic legendaries. Lady Minami says this is funny. The Magna Cygnus says if anything fire weak turns up, Zumba will change that thing's state of matter.
Sir, you're an Elite Four member. I don't know why you're doing these weird switch plays. It's just getting your dudes killed. When you are doing pressure on me every
Lady
fucking
Minami
turn.
says I think it's coding based on a different mon he has. The Magna Cygnus says casual Zumba sweep.
Zumba, you're getting so many throats today.
The Magna Cygnus says I think his Deoxys might not have any actual attacks LOL.
Alright, well, he did a good job of ablating Zumba's throat chop PP. That's about all I can say for him. Do I have any PP restore items? Oh, that's... Yes, thank God. I'm sorry, sir. Alright, who we got? I do like that this far, the Elite Four is all people we've met along the story, instead of just, here's some 4 randos.
Lady Minami says, yeah, that's very nice.
Alright, what are we dealing with?
The Magna Cygnus says it's a nice touch. Lady Minami says it def lends to the community vibe that Sun and Moon have as a whole.
Okay, rock type.
The Magna Cygnus says, oh hey, she might still be a rock trainer.
Well,
The
that's
Magna Cygnus says rock or ground.
unfortunate for her. Oh, fuck. The counterplay. Oh. Oh, no.
Lady Minami says the randomizer made it so random that she normalized. The Magna Cygnus says yes, deploy the Admiral, excuse me, gooey dude.
Gooey dude? Honor guard. I don't think that's quite right.
Lady Minami says ground type.
Well, there's only one thing to do here. We must deploy the missile.
The Magna Cygnus says shadow force time.
Oh, that's...
Lady Minami
awful
says which is
animation.
fairly close to normal. The Magna Cygnus says oh no, turbo quagsire.
I think we're gonna have
Lady
to rely on
Minami says
stab.
it stole Volt Tackle from Pikachu.
You tanky bastard. Got him.
The Magna Cygnus says haha, get recoiled nerd. The Magna Cygnus says ice/ground.
So far, they all have an electric attack, which, you know, that's good coverage on her
Lady
part.
Minami says why do all of her ground types have electric moves? Lady Minami says although a Mamoswine with an electric railgun is hilarious. The Magna Cygnus says something something Alola really good line.
Uh-oh.
The Magna Cygnus says danger hippo.
Fuck, the attacks look so good in this game. Oh no, we've lost the sub.
Lady Minami says Admiral down. The Magna Cygnus says Admiral down.
That would be a mistake.
The Magna Cygnus says Martian or Irashi would be the play.
I'm concerned with her being a ground type trainer, though. I don't want to toss Irashi in.
Lady Minami says Irashi's the only one with a super effective move. The Magna Cygnus says Irashi is fast and has Ice Beam.
After Hippowdon, I'll swap in Irashi, because I don't know if Irashi's going to be able to one-hit Hippowdon, and I'm pretty sure Hippowdon could destroy Irashi.
The Magna Cygnus says acrobatics will do work here. The Magna Cygnus says though so do big meaty dragon claws.
Hey, Cubone. I'm sorry.
The Magna Cygnus says if Irashi can't handle a Cubone I will be shocked.
Irashi's goated. Let's bring back the Admiral. You have so much health. Let's try leading with Martian. See how that goes. Hey, Rotom, can you shut the fuck up, please? Alright, what's we got? Are you gonna be bug or
The Magna Cygnus says bugs it would seem. Lady Minami says for poison. Lady Minami says BC Silcoon is still part poison.
Oh no, it's definitely bugs.
Lady Minami says nope it's bug. The Magna Cygnus says nope bugs. The Magna Cygnus says the square bug. The Magna Cygnus says I love Charjabug.
I also love the electric bus. Zumba, I think we fucking got this in the bag.
The Magna Cygnus says Martian with his technician boosted turbo rocks probably got this unlocked.
Yes, how dare you? Oh, another speedy boy. Not fast enough, though! Oh, you dick.
The Magna Cygnus says the rude.
Just accept the Accelerock into your heart and skull. Here you go. Yupa. I'm sorry, child. Guys, our team might be just a little bit cracked.
The Magna Cygnus says just a little, no big deal. Domination says I did want to say earlier this felt like a bit of over-preparation, tongue sticking out.
Yeah, just a bit. Between the fact that it's randomized and our team's movesets, like, this Elite Four is pretty toothless thus far.
The Magna Cygnus says well Zumba was already level 63 before anything happened.
If we didn't have Zumba, the first guy could have been a real problem. Oh, right, you. I remember you, the random-ass fucking golfer. I don't like you.
The Magna Cygnus says and her bird arena.
Oh, I get it. Like birdie, like golf.
The Magna Cygnus says time to deploy Titania and Kaija smash her team.
That does sound like a good time, yeah.
Lady Minami says also eagle is another golf term. The Magna Cygnus says an albatross. Lady Minami says oh I think she's poison. Lady Minami says Titania will hard wall.
Fuck, dude, I love the animations in
Lady
this
Minami
game.
says LOL. The Magna Cygnus says orbital elbow drop.
Oh yeah, she's poison type.
The Magna Cygnus says time for bullet punch.
I agree.
Domination says she can club my balls any day.
Oh my god damn it.
The Magna Cygnus says Dama, calm down just a little, my god. The Magna Cygnus says XD.
I don't know why you're wasting all your full restores instead of just trying to attack me.
The Magna Cygnus says, lady, you can heal the plant all you want, this kaiju is still punching it at mock fuck.
I'm mock.
The Magna Cygnus says head smash.
Yeah, alright. Head smash it is. Ah! It dodged somehow.
The Magna Cygnus says, oh god damn it, the accuracy.
We don't believe in confusion here.
The Magna Cygnus says, never mind. The Magna Cygnus says, behold the power of no recoil head smash.
Okay, so maybe sometimes the confusion does proc.
The Magna Cygnus says Titania is still tanking those super effective attacks like a boss.
I think this plant needs the people's elbow. Titania faster than Rosella. Hey, sure, if we can do a repeat, fuck it. I don't know that this is going to go any better for you.
The Magna Cygnus says too much sun dash explodes. Lady Minami says not even a rose raid.
Fuck guys, we're 40 minutes in and we're about to hit the champion.
Domination says just a short stream then, unless you have another game ready.
I figure we can mess around with the end game. Or post game, I should say. Alright. Who do we want to lead the party for the champion?
Domination says considering how much the three of you liked optimizing this team, I think you would like Elite Redux.
I'm definitely considering what we're going to be
Domination
doing
says it
after.
allows you to do that for every Pokemon a lot easier, and in fact expects you to do so. Lady Minami says honestly Dama, there wasn't really optimizing in mind, I just went with what I like.
Redux is definitely on the list of things I'm considering for
The Magna Signa
after
says
this.
yeah.
Is it me? Am I the champion?
The Magna Signa says there's not much optimizing here, just oh this seems fun and yeeting that idea forward.
Come on. Message me. I will deal with that later. It's Lance! No, bullshit. Bullshit. But I know that's how it normally goes, but there's no way Hao got through this before I did. I do like you, Hao. I just don't think you would have been champion before me.
The Magna Signa says how isn't champ before you.
Is there not a champion then? Or is this just like
The
an
Magna
exhibition?
Signa says this is the two of you going head to head to become champ.
Oh, I see.
Lady Minami says you started the adventure at the same time, you two get to fight it out.
That's fair. Do we not have anyone with ground moves anymore? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hey, Arashi. You got this.
The Magna Signa says Alola never has a champ proper, the player is the first one ever. So all the champion rematch battles are you slapping people away from your title.
That's pretty sweet. Like, as annoying as I found all the hand-holding to be in this game, I really do love this region.
The Magna Signa says just no fuck you, I earned this fancy ass chair, get out of my house before your pet death monsters blast them into low orbit.
Oh, fuck. Uh-oh.
The Magna Signa says oh no.
Oh, you're an electric trainer. Okay. Hey, Raikou, I need you to fuck off. How dare you be faster than me? Oh, it's a priority attack. That'd be why.
The Magna Cygnus says, oh no.
You know, I'm fine with How taking a few down. Like, that feels good.
The
But I
Magna
want the
Cygnus says a
champion.
priority special attack at that.
I want the champion to actually put up a fight.
The Magna Cygnus says, and on a 4x weakness. Or titanium. Lady Minami says, yeah, this is a good who will win it match.
Because if this was going the same way as the first Elite Four member, I would be pretty disappointed.
The Magna Cygnus says, how gonna make you work for it?
I think we're good. We are still winning the Pokemon exchange thus far.
Domination says, how can work for these nuts, haha, got him. The Magna Cygnus says also, if need be, you can hit Drain Punch to heal Tyranno.
That sounds like a plan. Alright, Tyranno, get some sippy. Oh fuck, this is your starter, isn't it?
The Magna Cygnus says, Tyranno just gonna eat the squid.
That was your Z move? Trick Room?
The Magna Cygnus says, Z Trick Room. The Magna Cygnus says, I mean, I guess it also boosted accuracy, but still.
I don't think Malamar is going to punch its way faster than
The
Tyranno's
Magna Cygnus says, the dinosaur gonna eat the squid.
No, you are not winning this exchange race, my man. Yo, you fool, you're just making Tyranno healthier.
The Magna Cygnus says, literally just Tyranno chewing on the Malamar this whole time. Domination says it's a good squeaky toy.
Alright, Tyranno, I need you to fly to finish this one off. Alright, last one.
The Magna Cygnus says, soon will bring it on home.
Zumba didn't even get to go through the throat. But please, your special attack.
The Magnus Ignis says Zumba be like father, I crave violence.
Zumba, you had the entire first Elite Four member to yourself. I am glad that Hal put up a fight. I wish the randomizer didn't make him.
The Magnus Ignis says, Father, that is not enough, I hunger for battle.
Zumba, you got plenty of battling though. You're good. Like, I wish the randomizer gave Hal a more diverse team, but this was still a good finale, I feel. Also, my Zoroark has a name. You can use the name. It's fine.
The Magnus Ignis says Mith staring at the other trainer like you will put respect on Zumba's name.
God, I love Admiral Big Pants.
The Magnus Ignis says the Rando Elite Four.
Hi, Waylord.
The Magnus Ignis says for well, Champ Squad. The Magnus Ignis says but still.
The professor is the champion in base Sun and Moon? Or was it always Hal?
The Magnus Ignis says Kukui is the champ fight in base Sun Moon.
I remember him like doing stealth rock BS in the one time I fought him in the original game, and he was very rude.
The Magnus Ignis says you're still the first champ, but Kukui was your final challenge before you officially get the title.
I think it works better with Hal, storyline-wise. So you have a thing on your head.
Lady Minami says yeah, I agree. The Magnus Ignis says how was fought before the Elite Four in base Sun Moon, I think.
I assume replacing Gladion's fight?
The Magnus Ignis says it's been so long I don't remember. The Magnus Ignis says no, you still fight Gladion, you just fight Hao at the door to the Elite Four.
That makes sense. My boys. No, don't cross out the skull logo. The skull logo is dope.
The Magna Cygnus says Team Skull officially disbanded.
Oh no, we're in a bad timeline.
The Magna Cygnus says but they still got the spirit at heart.
I clearly gotta go, like, punch some sense into Guzma's head, because you gotta keep Team Skull. This.
The Magna Cygnus says nah, see Mith, they disbanded the Guzma faction of Team Skull. Your squad still exists, clearly. The Magna Cygnus says and there he goes, Gladian getting the hell off Alola.
Bye, Gladian.
The Magna Cygnus says Gladian, this place was too weird, I gotta go be edgy somewhere else. Lady Minami says off to be an edgelord elsewhere.
Alright, post-game in the base game was mostly just capturing the Tapus, wasn't it?
Lady Minami says there was Ultra Beast stuff in post-game originally too.
How I will put you in the ground every time. Bring it on.
The Magna Cygnus says I think my favorite title defense match. The Magna Cygnus says is one of the random Route 1 trainers.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We can't
The
account
Magna Cygnus
for...
says it's like a 7-year-old who rolls up with a team that smashed through the Elite Four.
Look, we can't account for whatever random assortment of Pokemon you might have in the blocking of this cutscene, so we're just going to pan up. It's a ton of fun. Alright, what do you guys think? End stream early? Mess around in the post game? Maybe do some rando? What are you thinking?
Lady Minami says I do like the idea of poking the Ultra Beast plotline. Lady Minami says because it's fairly interesting, and I'm always fond of Looker.
We can go mess around with Looker for a little bit. Got a couple of hours to spare. I don't believe I can speed up these credits, so we're just going to let them play out. Now, I'm thinking I probably will be grabbing Legends ZA when it comes out. I'm much more interested in that than I am in, like, Scarlet and Violet, whose names literally left my mind for a minute there. I might do that one on stream when it releases, but that's a ways out. Also, probably won't be able to do any Crow Mischief on that
The
one.
Magna Cygnus says I love Violet personally, but I'm much more hyped for ZA.
Oh hey! In a way, product testing actually got proper credits. That's nice. For a long time in Nintendo games, like, the only game testing credits was just like the Mario Club. we never got the Mega Ring, or whatever it was. We got the Mega Stones, but never the ring.
The Magna Cygnus says the Z Power Ring works as a Mega Ring.
Oh, does it?
The Magna Cygnus says you just need Pokemon that can hold Mega Stones.
I think we might have some, but I think Z moves are just way cooler.
Lady Minami says Z moves generally felt more fun. Lady Minami says especially since it wasn't no only these special Pokemon can do this again. Lady Minami says like Megas and Gigantamax.
It's okay, we'll get more Megas in Legends ZA. That'll be fun.
Lady Minami says Mega Flygon or Riot. The Magna Cygnus says Terra in SV I think is probably the most fun gimmick mechanic they've done in a while. The Magna Cygnus says Z moves are still neat as hell though.
I just wish Terra looked good.
Domination says you could do Pokemon Fool's Gold.
I'm putting together a list of possible games to do.
The Magna Cygnus says oh god XD. Lady Minami says I too wish Terra was tamer in presentation, but I remember a 6-year-old would eat this up.
Alright. Where is Looker?
Lady Minami says and that's who these games are primarily aimed at.
One sec, I just need to look something up. Alright. Yeah, it looks like he's about a foot tall, given the chibi art style. I guess that lines up.
The Magna Cygnus says the crowns for the Terra could be a little smaller is my take. The Magna Cygnus says like they're goofy huge. The Magna Cygnus says except on Ogerpon, who has unique Terra forms.
I do get that you need some visual indication of like what's changed with them. It just feels a bit much.
The Magna Cygnus says cause of her whole mask gimmick.
Just give me a fuck ton of beast balls. Nope, that's... You gave me a snack. Alright, what's type null gonna become?
The Magna Cygnus says, and yeah, they can be a bit much. I like the mechanic in execution, but presentation is a bit lacking.
Guys, it's type null.
The Magna Cygnus says, okay, yeah, sure, that's totally a type null. Gladian, did you get a head injury?
Guys, what do we want to name type null?
So wait,
Lady
type null...
Minami says type Muskull. The Magna Cygnus says Nipitul. Domination says Null Champ.
Let me see if type Nuskull will even fit. Oh. God.
Lady Minami says, to be fair. Lady Minami says close enough.
I've added type Muskull to the list of honor.
Lady Minami says, although I think Mags should also get more nicknames in BC, it's his birthday.
Right, it is Mags' birthday. Happy birthday, Mags.
The Magna Cygnus says thank you, but I don't super mind. XD.
Are they going to give me more Ultra Balls? Or Beast
The
Balls?
Magna Cygnus says if a type null or Sylvally shows up though, I request a catch if possible.
Sure thing. My god, an Ultra Beast!
The Magna Cygnus says LOL. Lady Minami says, I mean, that's not a bad pull for an Ultra Beast. Lady Minami says, since Porygon Z is a glitch in essence.
Let's try to not kill it.
The Magna Cygnus says, but you can quick ball these nerds at least. Lady Minami says, for corrupted data.
If Mach Punch didn't do that much. throat chop, surely. Oh my god.
The Magna Cygnus says, and since these aren't actually Ultra Beasts, regular Dusk Balls work.
Give him the ball Porygon.
Alright, we've got our stack attacker. What do I call you?
The Magna Cygnus says underflow. The Magna Cygnus says like buffer underflow.
That's better than what I had in mind. The list. Real quick, heal up Zumba. There is this last Ultra Beast.
Hey, buddy.
Into the ball, foul beast.
The Magna Cygnus says easy clap.
You're a duplicate, you don't get a name. Into the box. Skip, okay. Ruining the festival? Oh no!
The Magna Cygnus says, oh right. The Magna Cygnus says Team Rainbow Rocket.
Good for them.
Lady Minami says Grandpa fight.
Oh right, Festival Plaza is some digital thing. I deal with the Wi-Fi network or whatever. Hey nerd, you're no skull. Get the fuck out of my island. Use my own Pokemon for this? Oh no. Zumba's trapped. What have you done, child? I don't want to use the battle agency. I want to use my own Pokemon. Battle preparation? Oh. Yeah, let's go with you, I guess.
Lady Minami says wait, this was legit mandatory in US/UM. The Magna Cygnus says yes. Lady Minami says gross.
I do like that they got a remix of the
Magna
original
Cygnus
Team
says
Rocket.
only a single fight though, if I recall correctly.
Arbok seems too on brand to be randomized. Honestly, I don't know if any of these Pokemon are randomized.
The Magna Cygnus says might not be, for the sake of not being completely impossible. The Magnasigna says if the rando gave you only baby Pokemon and this rando grunt had the Regi trio, that would suck ass.
That would.
I don't know what these other two are doing back here.
Oh, right, fists. I don't like those sound effects.
The Magnasigna says get banned, nerds. The Magnasigna says like when you have to retire Mavericks in chat.
It's true. My god, the power! Trust me, I don't know if you're really nailing this press conference. Don't worry, guys. Thanks to this random child, the world will not be consumed by darkness. No questions. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone here could take a few rocket grunts.
Lady Minami says Lucamine just needs to pull off one of her high heels and go to town, TBH. The Magnasigna says probably, but then whose throats would Zumba chop?
That's a good point. We gotta get over there. No, Lily, it's cool. I'm just going to deploy my throat-seeking missile at the problem, and we'll take care of it.
The Magnasigna says Zumba craves violence, let him go ham on Team Rainbow Rocket.
Where do you want me to go?
The Magnasigna says eat him at a group of grunts, go grab a drink, then come back to the pile of bodies.
There are no markers. I guess Aether Foundation?
Lady Minami says yeah, because you see NA kind of just do whatever post-game stuff you want. Lady
Lily, wait,
Minami
come
says
back.
that was just the unlock it question.
Lily, I don't have the attention span to know where to go. Lily?
Lady Minami says ER quest.
So while we're talking about it, I hate
The
the
Magna
Rotom
Cygnus
deck.
says I'm looking for a guide myth.
And I know I've said I hate the Rotom decks before, but I'm just now just really looking at the lower screen, the mini-map. My mini-map could be so much bigger. I don't need Rotom taking up half the screen real estate. Just let me see more of the map, please. Alright, well, Mags is figuring out how to solve for my ADHD. Let's see
Lady
what's on
Minami
the
says it's very telling that they didn't do this again, and the rotophones are much more subtle. Lady Minami says and actually quiet. The Magna Cygnus says yeah, you have to go to Ether Paradise.
It's kind of what I figured.
The Magna Cygnus says that's what the guide on Bulbopedia says for this whole thing.
I'm sorry, Honor Guard? Bulbo? Bulbopedia? Alright, that's how you want to pronounce it. Alright guys, don't worry, Zumba's here. Just point us in the direction of the throats. Guys, I don't know why you're worried about Team Rocket. All they have are like 3 lines of Pokemon. Ah, a volunteer. No, Lily, I got it. Fine, I'll take you. Let's go. Hey, buddy. Oh, 1 Pokemon, you say? All right. All right, none of that. Lady, you could just surrender now. It would save you a lot of pain. Oh no. Zumba, please have mercy. Now we're gonna do the same joke where the last one dips out. Your perfect plan had one fatal flaw. You've got throats. Why would you send something weak to Blue Flare against Zumba? No, you're not weak to Blue Flare. Good for you.
Lady Minami says it's pure parry, so throw chops new grade.
No. But that's our whole thing. Zumba loves chopping throats. Oh, you. I'm a dumpster,
The
you,
Magna
sir.
Sigma says wow they redecorated fast. The Magna Sigma says oh right this nerd.
I'm going to fold you up and put you in a box, sir.
The Magna Sigma says Zumba, repossess his throat.
I and this one random grunt will stop you. Alright, Zumba, you heard the birthday boy. Repossess them throats. Lily, what the fuck?
The Magna Cygnus says don't worry about it. Lady Minami says there's my favorite Ultra Beast.
Uh-oh.
The Magna Cygnus says she was inspired by Zumba's talents and aimed for the stars with her team.
Alright, so Throat Chop's not working against this Revelion.
The Magna Cygnus says Bug resists dark. Lady Minami says that Dragonite is the C. The Magna Cygnus says might need to burn down the Bug.
They are both.
The Magna Cygnus says holy what Zumba no.
This man has activated my anger response. Deploy the T-Rex.
The Magna Cygnus says knock knock who's there rocks.
Alright, we got revenge for Zumba. Hey, buddy. You're also getting rocks.
Lady Minami says rocks won't be as effective on it BC fighting / dragon. Lady Minami says but it'll fuck up the bird.
Baba, you're going to get so
The
many
Magna Cygnus
rocks.
says oh okay pal. The Magna Cygnus says that thing is still weak to rocks. The Magna Cygnus says you absolute buffoon. Lady Minami says and Tyranno just gets tankier.
And the other one offs itself. Power swap.
The Magna Cygnus says the Hakamoto chose not I'm out.
No, I'm good on not running power swap. Dragon sighted.
Uneventful remarriage says best view ers on streambo.com. Remove the space.
My God,
at
Maverick in chat.
ZXCPUMDI. The Magna Cygnus says Maverick in chat. Lady Minami says Maverick hunted.
Baba's desperate attempt to distract me has failed.
Right, into the dumpster with you, sir. Hey, do you heal me, or do I have to? Okay.
The Magna Cygnus says, don't worry Mith, I'm just off screen. Fab is about to walk into the pitfall trap I set up. The Magna Cygnus says, gonna Wile E. Coyote this nerd.
And then Faba was never seen again. Oh hey, more sacrifices. My boy.
The Magna Cygnus says, yeah, the scene.
One sec.
You punk!
Oh, that voice kind of works for Guzma. Fuck.
The Magna Cygnus says, the scene rules so hard. Lady Minami says, IT does.
A duel! Just you and me! Yeah!
The Magna Cygnus says, I hate that Ride Borsky's voice fits Guzma. The Magna Cygnus says it's amazing but also IT shouldn't.
If you just cut out the pig affect and just keep the main voice, I think it works perfectly.
How dare you call me that? I'm the head honcho for crying out loud! You punk!
And I love you, Guzma.
Yes! Fighting alongside my boy!
The Magna Cygnus says, Guzma best character in Sun Moon.
Give me a Pokemon Legends
The
game
Magna
where I'm part
Cygnus
of
says, Team Skull Baton Pass. The Magna Cygnus says, now Mith leads Team Skull.
Oh fuck, rocks!
The Magna Cygnus says, don't worry, Guzma buffed his bug lad.
Incoming Scorpion. Fuck.
The Magna Cygnus says, IT has Brave Bird.
Fuck yeah, it has Brave Bird. Guzma's the best.
The Magna Cygnus says, holy fucking shit, that rules.
I don't know if Zumba's actually set up to fight a Blaziken. Well,
The Magna Cygnus says Mach Punch or Plasma Fists.
I suggest Black Hole.
The Magna Cygnus says Black Hole works too.
Gotta go for the throat.
The Magna Cygnus says it did wonders on Surges back in X2 Irregular after all.
Got him! So, is this...
The Magna Cygnus says Zumba with the black hole be like become trapped in Circuit City.
Is this Team Rocket's Corporate Pride Month arc? Is that what's going on?
The Magna Cygnus says no, you'll see. The Magna Cygnus says it's more wild than that.
My friend.
Hi, buddy. You're my best friend. Oh, is this a
The
teleporter
Magna
maze?
Cygnus says Guzma gonna hold the line like the boss he is.
Ah, I get it. Oh, and the colors on the logo, at least in this art, are the 4 colors of the original game. That's good. Excuse me.
The Magna Cygnus says okay, sure, deploy the giant Fadir. Lady Minami says Titania direct HTE Fadir.
Alright, yeah, Titania's up. Putting up Titania. You
The Magna Cygnus says oh rip Zumba.
You fuckhole. Alright.
Lady Minami says honor guard calling all my typos out.
Alright, Titania, give it the people's elbow.
The Magna Cygnus says see how you like high-speed metal kaiju nerd.
Alright, let's heal up Zumba real quick.
The Magna Cygnus says at least Lily is back in the room for free heals.
Hey. I thought she left. It's just... Yeah, no, it's just Guzma. Unless she's back
The
in
Magna
here.
Cygnus says yes, she's in the bedroom and will full heal.
Zumba's great as a sweeper, but he's a bit of a glass cannon. Uh-huh.
The Magna Cygnus says it doesn't help when a fairy type shows up to make Zumba sad. Lady Minami says especially against the Fey Death Ray.
You're chill. You get to live.
The Magna Cygnus says yeah, Light of Ruin hits things like the ultimate armor's Nova Strike if they don't at least resist Fairy.
It was a powerful distraction attack, but I'm sorry. Yeah, Zumba's good against a lot of
The
things.
Magna Cygnus
but
says Berry.
then the fairy god shows up and Zumba gets wrecked. Okay, I need to come up with a way to actually memorize this in my head. One sec.
The Magna Cygnus says ah shitballs boss, got bad news, I've lost track of Faba out here. He might have escaped the pit.
One more time.
Lady Minami says oh right, there's 2 warps in here. Lady Minami says you get 2 different puzzles.
Does it randomize it every time? You dick! Okay, hold on.
The Magna Cygnus says I have no idea, I only did this once.
Alright, this is how we're going to do it. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So 4, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. I should have written
Lady
that down.
Minami says 41321432. The Magna Cygnus says 41321432.
Oh, you tremendous dick. You troll-ass motherfucker.
Lady Minami says this is why you have us to write stuff down.
Oh, you poor bastard. Finally, a throat Zumba can go
The
for.
Magna Cygnus says don't worry, he came in after the first 3, it should be 21432 next once you eat this fish.
Okay. So, 2, 1, 4, Yeah, that's what I thought. Then 3-2 after this. A Babu Tyranno.
The Magna Cygnus says a lil guy.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. Eggron. Should be good.
Lady Minami says you've got a 4x effective move in Drain Punch. Lady Minami says ERM Mach Punch.
Yeah, alright.
The Magna Cygnus says yeah, but Agron's special defense is Garbo. The Magna Cygnus says so blue fire will melt the big lug.
Alright, so he's got low special defense versus 4 times super effective. Neither of
Lady
which are
Minami
stab.
says however, only 5 PP on blue player.
I
Lady
have a
Minami
higher
says is
special,
another thing to keep in mind.
but both of my attacking stats are down.
The
I'm not
Magna
sure which
Cygnus
one
says
would be
true.
good. Let's check it out. Okay, no. We're going with blue fire. We have learned our lesson.
The Magna Cygnus says good thing you got that burn or the karate chop would have been bad.
Alright, let's go talk to Lily real quick. Oh, this is a long walk. How you doing, Cosmo? Alright, what are we thinking? Up or right? Thinking up.
The Magna Cygnus says start on the right, then go up.
Alright. Oh, this is just pure Gen 1 nonsense. Hi, buddy.
The Magna Cygnus says oh hey, it was a loot room anyways. The Magna Cygnus says a floof.
We already have a floof.
Lady Minami says we already have such fluff.
You can chill. You, however, there can be no survivors.
Lady Minami says no witnesses.
Ah, yes.
Lady Minami
Muck.
says beyond the majestic fire club. Lady Minami says illegal Volcarona at that. I don't think that evolves until level 64.
Part of me wants to do some quick
Domination
throw
says
mischief.
God, it evolves that late. Domination says also I'm back. Lady Minami says because Gen 5 Pokemon had stupid high evolution threshold. The Magna Cygnus says high speed throat punching.
I kind of want to do some quick crow mischief and re-EV train Zumba around physical attack instead of special. What do you guys think about that?
Lady Minami says looked it up. Okay, no, it's legal, it's 59 for Volcarona. Lady Minami says and yes, I'm down for physical Zumba times. The Magna Cygnus says I was about to tell you that XD and yes, physical Zumba. Lady Minami says with how much throat punching it does.
Alright, we're going to do real quick.
Lady Minami says listen, between Bisharp, Hydreigon, and Volcarona, the Gen V mons have such ridiculous evolution levels it's kind of baffling. The Magna Cygnus says you're not wrong, yet. The Magna Cygnus says Dennis, I mean Getsy's had to cheat to even have his Hydreigon.
This.
Lady Minami says I think he feted people. The Magna Cygnus says knowing him he absolutely feted people. The Magna Cygnus says he's kind of a horrible garbage person.
Hey, Geistis. We should kick Geistis' ass sometime. Geistis? However the fuck it's pronounced. You poor bastards. You are not prepared for Zumba's new fist. Oh fuck, but we're
The
burnt.
Magna
God
Cygnus
damn
says
it.
they're not ready for the Max Punch Zumba. Lady Minami says taking out Getsy's isn't murder, it's community service.
Hold on, real quick. We're just gonna fucking...
The Magna Cygnus says true.
Alright, you get one free round. Have fun. The black hole with you.
The Magna Cygnus says banished to the back rooms.
You will be trapped in the teleporter maze for all eternity.
Lady Minami says to Brazil with you. The Magna Cygnus says LOL Plasma Fists.
Lol. Lamau.
The Magna Cygnus says Zumba just shining fingers this thing in the face. Lady Minami says this paw of mine burns with an awesome power.
Its loud roar tells me to go for your throat.
The Magna Cygnus says its burning grip tells me to destroy you.
Alright, who the fuck's behind this? You!
The Magna Cygnus says shame Zumba doesn't have Fire Punch or some other physical fire move. The Magna Cygnus says then it have Burning Finger. Lady Minami says the original Maxi design at that.
Oh, they changed his design, didn't they? What's it look like now?
Lady Minami says yeah, I love the Aura's redesigns. The Magna Cygnus says he's a nerd as of Auras. Lady Minami says they fit so much better for Magma and Aqua both.
Yeah.
The Magna Cygnus says also if you noticed his dialogue, this is a Maxi from a timeline where he won.
You just gotta put him in his place then. Can't have these fucking nerds running around winning. Alright, Zumba, let's see how much your blue flare has been nerfed. Not nerfed enough. Are
The
you
Magna
glad for
Cygnus says
poison,
not enough to
Maxie?
matter.
Poison it is.
Lady Minami says not a good parameter BC, that's still a legendary Mons move. The Magna Cygnus says yeah, true.
I agree, Zumba is a legendary mon. I will head smash you. You cannot escape it.
The Magna Cygnus says LOL Sonic Boom.
Pedro, my beloved. You're gonna get a head smash.
The Magna Cygnus says oh god the bee.
I
Lady
love you,
Minami
Pedro.
says
Goodbye.
what Magna Signa says at least it couldn't become the flying fucking death harpoon that is Mega Beedrill. The Magna Signa says that might have been potentially scary.
Now come back, I'm not done with you. Skrelp! Oh fuck. We're screwed.
The Magna Signa says alright, Skrelp is water/poison. The Magna Signa says I forgot it doesn't become dragon type till it evolves.
Nice.
Lady Minami says doesn't matter. Lady Minami says head smash to victory.
We are out of head smashes, unfortunately. That won't stop us, though. Bye, Gloom.
The Magna Signa says welcome to the power of Agrin. Stab no recoil head smash. Lady Minami says oh that wasn't with stab. Titania got turned into water type before that.
Let me guess, the other we're going to fight is Max, or not Maxie, it's... The fuck's the other one? Team
Lady
Rocket.
Minami says Archie. The Magna Signa says Archie is the other one.
Alright, let's go kick his ass too.
Lady Minami says I love Aura's era Archie. Lady Minami says his design is so good.
So many throats for Zumba.
The Magna Signa says the cheat is that the bosses of both Aqua and Magma have names that start with the first letter of their team's name.
This random grunt, I swear to God.
Lady Minami says well that's an escalation. The Magna Signa says okay grunt calm down. The Magna Signa says Plasma Fist still gonna ruin it.
Ah, I see we both have electricity. Mine's better though.
The Magna Signa says the new what Zumba would do to them.
Oh God, they're T-posing on me. Hold on. It's too powerful. I swear to God, these fucking teleporting mazes. I'm sorry to hear that, Grappler. Goodbye, Grappler. No, we already have you. You get to live. Oh, where the hell am I? Well, if you want to let me know, then sure. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna look up a map of this place. Fuck you guys. That's southeast. Oh, these maps are fucking useless. Okay, let's try here. Motherfucker. Alright, we'll try the other one. Where do you lead? Huh. Anger. Alright, we have fully explored the upper path. Here, you're gonna stay trapped in here. I don't care for you. Quick turning monster.
The Magna Cygnus says more food for Zumba.
Eggs. Sure, I'll take a berry. Mother... Well, okay. Where do you go? Anything worth filing? No. Nope. Not bothering with it. These grunts aren't excelling at coordination, are
The
they?
Magna Cygnus says I love how stupid the rocket grunts are.
Alright. Either we win this, or Zumba's about to die. Right, it doesn't realize Zumba is Zumba type. Love you, Halucha. Bye. I'm going to assume this is the one I want. There we go. Alright, nerds. You can just step aside. That'll be fine. Or you can volunteer to feed Zumba. That's also fine. This poor bird. You are ghost water. Means, unfortunately for you, Zumba is eating good today. Alright, Archie. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so we don't even get any insight as to what the world looks like in a post their team succeeding situation. It's just like on the cusp of victory, they got swept away.
Lady Minami says like. Look at this design next to the Alpha Sapphire design. It feels so much better in Alpha Sapphire. Lady Minami says the original just feels generic.
Oh yeah.
The Magna Cygnus says they got swept away like 10 seconds after winning basically.
Alright, so I'll just kick their asses and send them back to their doomed world. It's fine. Now, hold on. You're not allowed to have that.
The Magna Cygnus says in the non-rando versions, they do have the cover legends for their games.
That is pretty dope.
The Magna Cygnus says so Archie does have Cooper and Maxie has grounded. Domination says something seems off here.
I will expand the sea using Volcanion.
Lady Minami says Quisiton becomes will he be still water or will maximum irony be in play and he's fire. The Magna Cygnus says don't worry about it Dama, this is totally normal Pokemon. Lady Minami says BC Volcanion is fire/water.
Oh, he is straight up fire type.
The Magna Cygnus says ha. The Magna Cygnus says he's fire. Lady Minami says no, maximum irony.
Tyranno could use a little sippy. Thank you. Tyranno was just made for this team. Awful elemental monkeys.
Domination says clearly his plan was to melt the ice caps to raise the water level.
That makes perfect sense to me.
The Magna Cygnus says I like the idea of the elemental monkeys like gameplay-wise in Unova. At least the initial black and white. Cause they were a type matchup thing. The Magna Cygnus says but they all look dumb as hell.
Yeah, that's my problem with them.
Lady Minami says like the first stages are cute. The second stages are, hit or miss. Lady Minami says BC I like some message design wise.
Back to your doomed world, please. Christmas got this.
The Magna Cygnus says oh is it time?
my god, I love you, Guzma.
The Magna Cygnus says yes, it time for Guzma's best scene.
You
Lady
punk!
Minami says LOLOL. The
You
Magna Cygnus
punk!
says yes,
You
it is.
punk!
Lady Minami says Guzma gives not a single fuck.
Will they kiss? Is it time?
Lady Minami says fight fight fight, kiss kiss kiss.
Back to Ohio with the both of you.
The Magna Cygnus says banished to EEBYDB.
Oh, Honor Guard, you can say EBDB. I believe in you.
The Magna Cygnus says EEBD.
Oh. Shit. Hey, I'm trying to look at the puzzles, sir.
The Magna Cygnus says Homo, I know what to do. The Magna Cygnus says EBDB.
There you go.
The Magna Cygnus says there we go.
Okay. Not Zumba. Okay. You know who hasn't gotten to play too much today? Let's go, Rashi.
The Magna Cygnus says Cripes Drago Night.
You static nerd.
Lady Minami says get staticked, nerd. The Magna Cygnus says LOL. LMAO even.
Alright. So if I go over there, that's gonna pop me out over there, but I want that item. So, yep, that's what I want. Easy game for babies. The Admiral hasn't been seeing too much play. Let's put him up. I'm thinking we're going to finish up the Rocket Castle, which I assume isn't going to take too terribly much longer. Then after that, we'll call it.
Then we can finish off the stream with one last roll call of honor. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I don't want the bottom one. It's right here. I feel like these puzzles are... Fuck. The item. A bit easier than they were in Gen 1. Or at least less convoluted. Deploy the missile.
The Magna Cygnus says Mith no. The Magna Cygnus says that won't work. The Magna Cygnus
Oh, right,
says
it's
it's a
part
normal
normal.
type.
Fuck. Oh shit, it can also missile.
The Magna Cygnus says oh shit it's counter mort airing.
Alright, I wasn't sure how the speed would resolve, but... I thought it was flying psychic for some reason. Lizard. Hey, waterfall's not doing it. Hey, no, let's walk.
The Magna Cygnus says damn this lizard is tanky.
There we go. It's wild how much damage output can swing in this game between barely anything and one-shotting.
The Magna Cygnus says a baby.
A babu. Who do we got? You.
The Magna Cygnus says, Myth, have you figured out Team Rainbow Rocket's gimmick yet? It's pretty tricky. XD.
I'm getting a sense of what's going on, yeah. So, why do you hate human spirit? Like, I don't get you. I don't think I ever got you. Like, Team Flare I got, even if I didn't like them.
The Magna Cygnus says, Cyrus here though got yoked into another dimension by Giratina from the sound of things. He mentioned a black shadow grabbing him.
Oh, of course he's effective. Which means we must deploy the missile. How dare you? Why? Why would you do this, small squid?
The Magna Cygnus says, I believe he does have Palkia and Dialga normally though.
Oh, Hypno, you chose a poor time. Right, with all the stat
Lady
changes,
Minami
that's
says
not
Auto
good.
Mod is denying me again.
Let me see.
Lady Minami says, Giratina from Platinum, get the fuck out of my house. The
There you
Magna
go.
Cygnus says, pretty much LOL.
Okay. You know what? We're done playing around. Zumba, you know what to do. I'm going to send your Hypno to another dimension, sir.
The Magna Cygnus says, I suspect he's a psychic trainer so Zumba can just chop his whole team's throats.
Cyrus, please, you're only feeding Zumba. Look at that attack stat.
Lady Minami says, oh,
horrifying.
Mr. Mime is part fairy now. The Magna Cygnus says, oh damn psychic fairy. Lady Minami says, so throat chopping won't be as effective. Lady Minami says, never mind.
Fuck out of here. Oh shit. Wow.
Lady Minami says, that's quad resisted, Myth XD.
Yeah, but look
The
at how
Magna
much health
Cygnus
he's
says,
got left.
IT4X resists fighting my guy
He
XD.
looks like he's got 1 HP. But like, that's what I'm talking about, how like even at near level parity, how wildly the swings in damage output go.
The Magna Cygnus says Mellow Etta my beloved.
Alright, you are going to go to another dimension, Cyrus.
The Magna Cygnus says execrate the names of the unworthy dead. The Magna Cygnus says and now that Lashios gets to meet Spooky Dave.
Alright.
Lady Minami says Rotom nobody asked you.
But clearly Giovanni's the ultimate big bad. But is it going to be Geistus? Or what's his face from Flare? That we're going to see in the next path.
Lady Minami says Lysandra.
Lysandra, yes. Lysandra.
Lady Minami says fucking. Frenchiest name to ever French.
You still good, Guzma?
The Magna Cygnus says Guzma's still holding down the fort like a champion I see.
Oh yeah, Guzma's got this. Way?
Lady Minami says oh the alarm statues.
Now, hold on. There's a block in your way, sir.
Lady Minami says I call shenanigans.
I'm gonna need an instant replay on that one, because I disagree.
The Magna Cygnus says he saw your backpack, tops.
I know my Gen 1 type matchups.
The Magna Cygnus says or like a foot. I don't know but that was bullshit.
Waterfall, let's go. Dear God, this Paris is setting up. Motherfucker, god damn it.
Lady Minami says it's bug/grass.
I
Magna
am
Cygnus
getting
says, oh
rocked by this fucking Paris.
Lady Minami says so it wouldn't have been super great regardless. Domination says this par is owned so hard. The Magna Cygnus says IT just keeps wiggling.
It's becoming more powerful! And it's dead.
The Magna Cygnus says and more dead. Lady Minami says back to Legends Arceus with you.
Fucking Paris doing a full Super Saiyan transformation. You! Rat.
The Magna Cygnus says squeak rat rat.
Yes, indeed. That doesn't bode well for the rat. That's the best you can do. Fuck. What's the range on these? I see. If. Want to red me out. That looks pretty dope. Okay, let's see. Nailed it. Wow, these items are not worth it.
Lady Minami says to be fair I think those got randomized.
Oh yeah, they absolutely did.
I'll win this damage race. This awful crab monster. I think we're good. Ah! Get whaled, nerd. God, really? The localizers were having a time with this one.
Domination says, is Rainbow Rocket recruiting?
I mean, by the time I'm done...
The Magna Cygnus says, I mean, once Mith explodes, Giovanni, you can probably take it over, Dama.
There's going to be a lot of openings. Zumba's been feasting well. Fucking meme lord, get the hell out of here. Hi, Lysander.
Lady Minami says, oh hey, it is Lysandra. Lady Minami says, probably realized that Gestus was too redeemable and N isn't really a villain.
Gestus also had 2 whole games to himself.
Lady Minami says also that
You. Oh, I really don't like you, Lysander. Your ultimate weapon is in Fantasy France. We're nowhere near Oh, your head follows me, does it? Yeah, sure, let's press a red button. That seems good. Sandra, why didn't you just
Press. Why are you just hanging out in the room with the buttons that fulfill your live stream or whatever and not press them?
The Magna Cygnus says don't even worry about it. Lady Minami says sir, the anti-aliasing on your overworld model, surrender the noodle. Lady Minami says you fuck. The Magna Cygnus says how dare he have the Atma noodle. The Magna Cygnus says that thing is too cool for you.
Oh, you thunder waving dick. Oh, you tremendous dick! You're only enraging Zumba. Ah, nerd. A baby. Well, baby's about to die. Noivern, I want him. My favorite dragon. All you guys weak to ice? Is that what you going with, Lysander?
Lady Minami says they've all been dragons.
Yeah,
Lady Minami says case in point.
Yep.
The Magna Cygnus says oh hi Zekrom.
No, Lysander, that's Geistus's thing. Get out of here. Up her down.
Lady Minami says Irashi no. The Magna Cygnus says destroy this man.
Give him the people's elbow.
Lady Minami says people's elbow won't do much damage. Lady Minami says Elec resists steel.
Ah. You do need to destroy this man.
The Magna Cygnus says see him resist head smash.
That's fair.
Lady Minami says oh you coward.
Excuse Excuse me?
The Magna Cygnus says don't worry, head smash does work. Lady Minami says oh god. Lady Minami says he did hit charge. The Magna Cygnus says oh right, and bold switch is special I think. The Magna Cygnus says Agrin's one weakness. Lady Minami says yes, yes it is.
Yeah, you keep charging up, that's whatever. Yeah, huh? Gonna charge again? Fucking knew it. Let's see how well your special defense buffs work against this.
Lady Minami says, Zekrom feels too small.
Away with you, sir.
The Magna Cygnus says castigate enemies of the Godhead.
Your face, I just don't like it. It's not a good face. You just hang out in super hell or whatever. I don't care. You doing good, Guzma? God, I love you, Guzma.
Lady Minami says I'm surprised so two are still conscious.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to
The
deal
Magna
with you.
Cygnus says if Cyrus or Lysandra come downstairs, Guzma will just beat them with the grunts. Lady Minami says oh fuck he is here. The Magna Cygnus says yep. The Magna Cygnus says I've been waiting for this. Lady Minami says Mayor, where are you? We need your gun. The Magna Cygnus says since Mith said he wanted to beat up Getzies.
Sir, I'm going to destroy you.
The Magna Cygnus says the mayor is in Mith's bandana. The Magna Cygnus says just smole. Lady Minami says Lily, manners do not work on this man.
I don't think Giovanni's pure evil. He's just a mob boss. Come on.
Lady Minami says he's a mafioso and deadbeat dad, but he's not Satan. That's you, Getsies.
Oh, you're an electric type trainer. Okay. Alright. Okay. Tyrano, you
The
got
Magna
this.
Cygnus says, and normally his team has all 3 dragons from Unova. Lady Minami says, and how dare your theme be this good?
That was with a raised attack too, huh? That's what I thought. I'll take a little sippy. Poor Joltek. It's shiny! It's going to die.
Lady Minami says, a baby, it's a shiny baby too, eh.
Hey.
Lady
Nice.
Minami says steals the baby and runs.
Guys, you have such an imposing team.
Lady Minami says ground/elec.
Oh, what's gonna do good? I guess.
Lady Minami says Dragon Claw.
Yeah, I
Lady
agree.
Minami says stab.
Dragon Claw stab. Fucking flatfish. Guys, I am so angry at you right now.
Lady Minami says this absolute flat fuck.
It is no longer Flat Fuck Friday, Geistis. You had that the entire time. I hate this man. Oh my god.
Lady Minami says, to be fair, I don't think there's any Pokemon fans that like him.
There'd be even less if he normally had this stun list. Get flatter, nerd.
Lady Minami says it's a rock move on a ground type.
I know. I can dream, can't I? Oh my god.
Lady Minami says not with this fucker.
You know, I wanted to have a little fun. You know, mess around, drop a continent on the flat fuck. But fine. Admiral Big Pants. Let's go.
Lady Minami says Irashi. Lady Minami says lands raft to victory.
Yes, that is the plan.
Lady Minami says and also pure Elexo haha get wrecked.
Die, please. This is your ace? It's a... Okay, sure. Fuck out of here. I am the Grand Master of all evil. Check out my little pony. Isn't he adorable?
Lady Minami says no, my rainbow dash. The Magna Cygnus says Getzies yes you absolutely could have been defeated by a random trainer.
Oh my god, someone actually used their fist in a Pokemon game.
The Magna Cygnus says it's happened before and will happen again.
Thanks for coming by, fellas.
Hey, you know, I could just pull out a gun. Like, let's just pull out a gun. Guess this is weak to gun. Excuse me. No, wait, hold on. Literally how, Colress?
The Magna Cygnus says oh my god I never knew how much I needed to hear X7 Sigma's voice in the context of Getzies. Lady Minami says yeah Mags that's def his code beeping.
That's right, folks. Very good.
The Magna Cygnus says has so it is.
Oh my god, it is! I can hear it! Fuck you, Colress!
The Magna Cygnus says I somehow never noticed the beeping any other time I played this game.
It's mixed so low, you can barely hear it. Okay.
Lady Minami says the DS sound cards are different frequency than PC. Lady Minami says yeah it's wild. I have audio processing issues, but my ears as is.
Why
Very
does
keen.
Colress have these abilities?
Oh.
Lady Minami says it's just my brain likes to play Scrabble so I take a minute to buffer when someone talks to me. The Magna Cygnus says call res, domain expansion, be sent to New Jersey.
now? Is it only in the cutscenes? Anyway, we're gonna.
Lady
get the
Minami
fuck
says,
outta
yeah,
here.
it's only in cutscenes. What the shit? Lady Minami says also save check.
Might be a bit late for the save check.
Lady Minami says I can't believe Lazamine's fucking dead.
Oh god, the texture compression on your logo, Giovanni. It's not doing you any favors. Oh.
Lady Minami says I saw that with Lysandra too. Lady Minami says the compression, it destroys the anti-aliasing. The Magna Signa says it didn't look that bad on the 3DS, but goddamn those are some sharp pixels here.
Probably because the screen is so much smaller on the DS. And like, this is something that I had to deal with when I'm importing textures into Unreal or Godot, too. It's something you can disable, and frankly, I probably would have in this instance. At least for Giovanni's texture, because that looks rough.
Lady Minami says baby's first MS Paint. Domination says man Giovanni is looking sharp.
At a distance, it looks alright. It's just for the close-ups where it looks really bad. Nah, man, I'm head of Team Skull. I don't need no Rainbow Rocket.
The Magna Signa says yeah.
Look, we actually celebrate Pride Month in Team Skull, not this corporate Pride Parade as sponsored by Chase Bank bullshit you guys got going.
The Magna Signa says LOL.
Like, as soon as June's over, that logo's going straight back to red. I just know it.
Lady Minami says absolutely.
You're normally ground type. What do you got?
The Magna Signa says Mith invoking status as commander of Team Corvid Skull to call Giovanni a little bitch.
Is Dugong weak to fire?
Lady Minami says water/ice. Lady Minami says so no, plasma fisted.
This is a great remix, though. See, his battle model has higher quality textures, so
Lady
the logo
Minami
looks
says
great.
yeah, the music is fire.
You are an ice trainer.
Lady Minami says oh he's iced tea. Lady Minami says this poor fucker.
This one's using our better stat. Excuse the fuck out of me?
Lady Minami says that's Turternators attacking earlier. The Magna Signa says yes. The Magna Signa says it's a physical attack counter skill.
Gotcha.
The Magna Signa says if I'm not mistaken about what it does. Lady Minami says that looked like a physical counter for sure.
Is Taunt the one where I can't use the same move twice in a row? Nope.
Lady Minami says no, that's Torment.
By text message.
The Magna Cygnus says no, taunt means no support or utility moves. Lady Minami says zappy time.
Right, water ice. Did you just swear at me?
Lady Minami says because it's also water/ice. Lady Minami says yes, yes it swore at you. That's funny. Lady Minami says a third water/ice.
Oh, this one is tanky though. Oh fuck, I should have done something else.
The Magna Cygnus says parting shot also debuff your attacking stats.
Nope. I do not stand for this. So right now I need you to tank some water real quick.
Lady Minami says on the plus side, you can also punch these too.
No. I see the win condition here.
Lady Minami says BC Ice is weak to fighting.
Full restore using fucker. First of all, you're going to regret doing that.
The Magna Cygnus says cripes that half-shot Tyranno. The Magna Cygnus says oh wait LOL drain punch get wrecked nerd.
Never not had it.
The Magna Cygnus says Tyranno eat puny sea life.
Arashi is going to get the final hit.
Lady Minami says go, my zappy puppy. The Magna Cygnus says thunder puppy.
God, I love the honor guard.
Lady Minami says get railgunned, nerd. The Magna Cygnus says railgun. Fam, I think that was the Death Star.
Alright, so Aether Foundation is in my hands now by right of conquest. So
Lady
this
Minami
is the new
says I
Team
like
Skull
railguns
headquarters.
more. The Magna Signa says also fun fact, Giovanni normally has Mutwo on his team when he's not getting randoed into an ice trainer.
Mutwo? Alright, Honor Guard. Honestly, I think I prefer the old aesthetic. We don't need this.
Lady Minami says oh god my eyes.
It's too bright. We're redecorating.
Lady Minami says fucking. Flashbanged. The Magna Signa says oh snap he left the room so hard it took the interior decorating with him.
Now, Guzma, I need you to, like, do up this whole place in Team Skull colors.
The Magna Signa says or at least softer lighting.
Hey, can we
The
stick
Magna
this
Signa
man in
says
the
if
blender?
all else fails, we get a bunch of big Pokemon and just go get in loser we're stealing their base.
Do the blender with this man.
The Magna Signa says aha. So that's where the little twerp escaped to. Lady Minami says no, to Brazil with him.
I love that Guzma face.
Lady Minami says I don't want my blender tainted with his disgusting self. The Magna Signa says Brazil is too nice of a fate.
To Ohio, then.
Lady Minami says but why hate about Shadow Brazil?
Okay, now, if he's being made intern, I don't think he gets to keep his cool, unique uniform.
Lady
he
Minami
needs to
says
get in
because
scrubs.
Ohio is also too nice. Lady Minami says holy money.
Alright, we're going to just send Father into a
The Magna
teleporter
Signa
maze
says
with no
biggest
exit.
money.
I didn't even see how much I got.
Lady Minami says 55 big nuggets.
Oh yeah, that'll
The
do
Magna
it.
Signa says 55 big nuggets. Lady Minami says that's 550. 000 Pokayan.
Pokaine? I can sort of see where
Lady
you're
Minami
coming
says
from,
because they're 10k a pop.
but that's not quite right, Honor Guard. No, sir, you left. Get out of here. Man fucked off. Good for
The
him.
Magna Signa says honestly. I think Guzma should decide Faba's fate.
Well, shit. I think that's going to be pretty much it for us.
Lady Minami says Guzma just gives him a swirly. The Magna Signa says because Guzma can be trusted to do the utmost to torment that turgent fucker.
I do trust Guzma, yes. Guzma can handle it. We didn't get a run into Looker at all. Team Rocket kind of got in the way. But one last time, let's go over the
Lady
list
Minami
of...
says as Team Rocket does. The Magna Signa says and thus do the Ultra Myth Moon Poke Ventures maybe probably come to an end. Lady Minami says the final send-off.
Where... Where's our other Porygon Z?
Lady Minami says there it was, Box 4. The Magna Signa says Box 4.
Alright. Let me generate the list for the last time.
The Magna Signa says the final list of honor.
More or less, right? Alright, it is generating now. Please reformat your text. Uh-oh. I don't think it likes...
Lady Minami says Onyo.
I think it's Type Muscle's name that was fucking with it. Let's try this again.
Lady Minami says Type Muscle yet. The Magna Signa says LOL.
Origami, a hero, big nose, lizard, hearing, text message, LD, bones, wave motion, tired, F, fancy fire pants, sparkle dog, Cronus Lord of Time, Levi Chan, Mardian, Dirt Dog, Sir Good Boy, Luxury Romano, Atari, Kickmaster, 32 ounces flour, Sosk, Oceanic Flight 815, Albi Edge, Dog Hell, Meowmix, Death Blue M, Emu, Bertislow, Headache, Dial M4 Murder, Southwest Airlines, Flowy, Butterfree, Sindri, Ice Pick, Keegan Mask, Spin Cycle, Execuity, Go-Kart, Fish Kicks, Dragon, BP, Croutons, Ipona, Mark Wahlberg, Spicy Mama, Dalmathia, Abandonment, Dr. Professor, Brainslow, Limastra, Just Sam, Wow, a Gun, Megadonus, Meowster, Galahad, Bear, Charlie, Sunshine, Toasty, Ashitika, Wukong, Shinx, Piracy, Mr. Mayor, Surf Horns, Squeak Bat, Chadley, Sugan, Andromeda, Scatty, Big Boliso, Sad, Mrs. Stickman, Nat Protocol, Griselmere, Behemoth, T51 Mustang, Spherical, Bartleby, Friend, G.I.D. Dog, Natrudo, Patrick, Fancy Small, Julian, Big Wheel, Ballista, DeWalt, Coconut the Drop Turtle, Polished Rat, Pokey EMG, Subwoofer, Queen Coyote, Steamy, Jingle Bug, Mute Button, Rockman Jar, Sniper Jane, Littlefoot, Monkey Ball, Oof Cypher, Battle Bug, Gruntled, Zippy, Clunk, Scooty Bug, The Magnus, Optics, Madam Web, Football, Bolt Killer, Malgoth, Garfield, Manager, Pastel Goth, Pebble, Bagscon, Sir Knight, No Name, Drugsaw, Axel, Touch Oven, LT Bondshirt, Salad Spinner, Quacksumiku, Misunderstood, Bayonetta, Volleyball, Cheese Omelet, Dog, Merlin, Asphalt, Skulls, Gordon, Spaghettios, Obrain, Zipperway, Bird, Miracle, Radigan, Speedy Mix, Bogrock, Sean Connery, Desk Buddy, D.A. Babby, Whoops, Nibble, Mom, Pikachu, Jessica Nui, The Second Gun, Otakan, Shadow, Mind Turbo, Mirror Me, Egg, Noodle, Squish, Agent Crab, Dabum, Kaba, Cynthia, Hardcore, Bird Crosma, Titania, Type Musculo, Underflow, Somian, Zumba, Arashi, Admiral Big Prince, Miss Mith, Tyranno.
Completely lost track at the end, but that's everyone.
Lady Minami says as is tradition.
Okay. That's going to do it for us today. I believe the plan, after talking with Tyranno, is going to take the next 2 weeks off.
The
Just to let the
Magna says,
VODs
and we
catch
salute
up.
the list of honor. Lady Minami says we went almost an hour over LOL. Domination says great run.
So, no Saturday stream for the next 2 weeks. After that, we'll be back, and probably another Pokemon ROM hack. Not sure which one quite yet, but it should be a ton of fun. Monday, hopefully, will be another attempt at the X7 speed run. Tuesday, we'll finally finish Crab Champions. And Thursday, we will be playing Okami. God willing, Tyranno will be able to stream next week. If not, I might need to figure out some bonus streams. But, yeah, we'll figure that out as it goes along. Thank you, everyone, so very much for joining me on this whole playthrough. It was a ton of fun. But unfortunately, now it is Crover. Say
Lady
goodbye,
Minami
Zoom.
says this was a fun time, Myth. The Magna Signa says all else fails, Community Halo Fight Night. The Magna Signa says and later O/. Domination says and that's all Crover folks.